Buongiorno everyone, quick one here for the Man City preview. Very busy, so this week something a bit different for the match preview. I've got Andy from Man City Fan TV. I linked up with him, so if you haven't seen my video, check out his channel, subscribe and watch my little bit I did for him there. He asked me a few questions. Oh, just turn the light back on. Lovely. He asked me a few questions on Newcastle, and then I've asked him a few questions on Man City. So, general club day-to-day basis, and obviously heading into the game on Tuesday night. I'll quickly put in my input before I head over and show you what Andy had to say. But for me, I said it before the Watford game, I want to see a full strength side pick because it's a dead game. It's a write-off. We don't expect anything. How can we when Man City's right backs are worth more than our entire starting 11? So we're going to it now to lose basically, but I'll go defensive and try and keep the goal difference down. I reckon we'll get beat 2-1. That's my very quick preview. Here's Andy from Man City Fan TV with his thoughts heading into the game and his thoughts on Man City at the moment. Hope you've enjoyed, everyone.
Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV, and this is a quick catch up with Matt from the Magpie channel. So Matt sent me over some questions to answer. He says, I love seeing how City are playing near full strength teams for the Cup. Do you think more teams should actually follow suit? Yeah, definitely. And the reason being is that you only have to look at the way City have approached it this season. All right, we've got a big squad and I understand that. But what it does is it breeds confidence and it builds momentum. And we only have to take, and one example for us is Gabi Jesus. And basically, this was a guy who was out of form and was struggling, really struggling. And since then, since he came in the cup competitions and the European, Champions League competitions, he's now got 10 goals out in 6 games, and he's on fire at the moment. And I know we have that luxury, but I think I understand teams who are sort of at the lower end of the Premier League, and they might turn around and look at it along the lines of, well, we're not going to win it. But you only have to look at what happened to us against Wigan in the FA Cup. And yeah, would why sacrifice something for the sake of the chance, the thought of, well, we're not going to win it. It's a bit of a negative attitude, and it puts that mindset into the players, I believe. And you go out there, and it's pretty embarrassing when you get beat by, lower league opposition. So for me, yeah, you should be going all out, to try and win something, because that's what we as fans pay for, to see the team and to see us win something. Next question then is, Matt asked if it was a close game at the Etihad last season. Are you expecting the same again? You probably. Rafa sets his team up to be tight, and I can only see a similar outcome. I think we'll just pip it. It's always a difficult place to go to. The fans are normally right behind the team. It's a loud and vociferous sort of atmosphere. But I think with everybody coming back, we'll probably put out a strong team. I'm not sure what your injuries situation is like, but I think we'll I don't know, win it by the odd goal or two. Matt's fourth question to me was, you have a phenomenal team. Is there anybody in particular Newcastle should be looking out for? Well, there's only one player who we've been missing for most of the season and he's come back, and that's Kevin De Bruyne. He's been back for the last 2-3 games, getting minutes here and there, but yesterday what we saw was the Kevin De Bruyne of old. In the previous games he looked a little bit rusty, his passing wasn't there. Yesterday, sublime, absolutely incredible. His goal was just a wonderful goal, and his passing again was back to where it was last season. I think in the Premier League we've got some exceptional players, but he's definitely up there as one of those who you can genuinely, honestly, and I think most neutrals would say is world class. He's absolutely phenomenal. Plenty of other players, and yeah, but for me, De Bruyne pulls all the strings, and he's the one that we're going to have to be really careful of. And Matt's final question is, there any City players that are missing and score predictions? So Missing, I think there's only company still. He's got still a few niggles, but other than that, we're getting everybody back fit and ready to go for the important February with the Champions League the next round. So yeah, no, unfortunately, I don't think there's anybody major missing. I think it's just going to be down to who does Pep actually play. Does he go for, you know, full on, you know, his strongest 11, or is he going to rotate again? He's doing quite a lot of that lately to keep players happy, because there has been rumours of a few people, you know, players not too happy about not getting enough game time, the likes of Otamendi, amongst others. So yeah, Riyad Mahrez apparently is also sort of, if you listen to the rumours, he's not too happy about not getting enough game time. But no, I think it's going to be a pretty strong squad. Who he's going to pick, who knows? Even as City fans, we can't predict who he's going to play. But if it was me, I'd go for Ederson in net, Walker at right back, John Stones and Laporte at centre backs, and probably Ben Mendy coming back, even though Danilo doesn't deserve to be dropped. He's played wonderfully, but Mendy needs game time prior to the Champions League. Fernandinho holding, and then we've got 3 players for 2 places, and that's Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva and David Silva. Bernardo's been wonderful this season, but it wouldn't surprise me to see David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne back in ahead of Fernandinho. And then we've got up front 2 players who were rested yesterday against Burnley, Leroy Sané and Raheem Sterling. I expect them to come back. And then who do you drop? Gabi Jesus, 10 goals in 6 games, or Sergio Aguero, who came on yesterday, scored a penalty. So it's going to be one of the two. Wouldn't surprise me if Sergio comes back. But then does that stop the momentum, as I mentioned earlier, with the likes of Gabi Jesus? So yeah, I think it's going to be a full-on, proper, strong 11 for tomorrow, for Tuesday night. And score prediction, like I said before, I think it's going to be tight. I hate, I'm rubbish at predictions, but I'll go for Newcastle 1, City 3. But anyway, guys, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. Massive thank you to Matt for inviting us on again. And yeah, we'll see what happens on Tuesday night. Take care, guys, and we'll see you soon.